Type 1 diabetes explained in a way it actually makes sense.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Ngozi Ebu. I'm a pharmacist, and today we're going to talk about type 1 diabetes in a way that is understanding and no big medical jargon, just plain talk. Now, by the end of this, you'll be able to understand what it is, how it happens, and how it is managed on a day-to-day basis. Now, think of your body as a car and the glucose or sugar as the fuel. Now, the fuel cannot start the engine unless a key starts the car, pulls in the fuel into the engine, and so it's good to go. In our body, that key is called insulin and is made by pancreas, an organ in the body, which makes it. Now, we don't actually know what happens, but somehow the body defense system in the body attacks this very cell in the pancreas that produces insulin, so there is no, and kills it. So there's no insulin. So once there's no insulin, the sugar piles up in the cell, in the blood, because there's no way can get into the cells. It piles up, and as it piles up, there's no energy. So most type 1 diabetic patients are thirsty, they're often thirsty, they are weak, and they lose weight. This is because the energy they need is not there because the insulin is not there. So we don't know exactly why it happens, why the body defense system does this. But sometimes it could be genetic, that is family. If a family had it, it may come to one of the children. It may not come on time, usually children or young adults. Sometimes it happens in an old age. So if it is in the body, maybe a virus sometimes triggers it off and you become type 1 diabetic. But it's not the end of the world. What we do is, it's not your fault. It's not because you ate a lot of sugar. It is just the body's mechanism. And therefore, how do you manage it? You bring an external insulin, which helps to bring in the insulin, or you have a pump which is attached to the body, which now regulates your sugar. You can eat anything. You cannot say you will not eat anything. You just eat and it's regulated. Then you check your body, you check your blood regularly, you mind what you eat, you eat your balanced diets. At the same time, you take care of yourself. You always also go and do medical checkup so that you know when there's a problem with the eye, with the nerves, or with the heart, or with the kidney. So when you have done that, you are able to live a better life. Once diabetes is a partnership between you and insulin. Once you're able to monitor the dose of insulin that is good for you and good for the food you eat, and with monitoring and support, you're able to do everything you need to do in life. You go to school, you can even run marathon, you will have a family, and you're able to have a good career. So it is not contagious. It is not a life sentence. It is just something that you need to manage all the time. It's not going to limit your activities. It's just get the right dose of insulin that is good for you, and you'll be able to live a good life. So with this, I hope you've understood that type 1 diabetes is not a life sentence. It is something that can be managed. So I hope you've understood what I've said this morning, and please do take care of yourself and on others. Please have a nice time, and bye for now.